good if I took my mic off mute, wouldn't it? Or is it off mute? Yeah, it is now. So I've just had a great start to my birthday stream. I've just published a stream thinking I was live, and the stream was actually set to what was it set to? Unlisted. So no one would have been able to see it. So great start. So we are here for some flying, just something a bit different. No plane spotting or messing about like that. Just some flying. Nothing too in depth. Nothing major like ATC or I don't know. Nothing realistic. Just some casual flying. Chat about everything. What I've been doing, what you've been doing, and obviously why we're all here, giveaway. And it's my birthday as well. I'm very old now. I'm nearly 40, so you wouldn't know for looking at me though, would you? No. We are going to be giving away some prizes. We have got some prizes from NZA Simulations, Burning Blue Design, and Orbex. So I believe everyone at Orbex, sorry, every one of those developers I've mentioned, they have all said that your winners can choose whatever they like, within reason, of course. Orbex obviously do a range of products from a range of developers, so you will be limited to something from Orbex. Obviously, NZA Simulations, Burning Blue Design, that doesn't matter. You can pick any one of their products you'd like, and they will get that sorted for you. I will get it sorted for you, so make sure you're watching the live stream. I've got some, I've never seen this before, pulped cider. It's nice. It's the white peach and Scottish raspberry, so it's not just a normal raspberry, it's a Scottish raspberry. If you are watching today, please don't lurk, get involved in the comments, because I will be throwing out some prizes, and obviously you need to be in the live stream and you need to be commenting. Obviously if no one comes into the live stream, then the prizes won't get won. So if no one, for whatever reason, comes into the live stream and gets involved, then I will do a giveaway on my social media. Yeah, all I'll be asking, obviously, from everyone is the good old, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I might just throw some random words out. Type the random word into the chat, and I will select the winner. Simple as that, guys. What we will be doing today, though, as I say, we'll be having a little bit of a fly around a couple of different places. First off is Liverpool, gotta be, where I'm from, if you couldn't tell. But we're going to be doing it in the new Diamond DA40 XLS, which is from Cows. It's available from Orbex now. So we'll be flying in that thing. Nice little aircraft to fly. Yeah, so we'll be taking the Cows DA40 XLS around a couple of places. First of all, we're going to just get onto the runway at Liverpool Airport, Liverpool John Lennon Airport. Alpha Golf Golf Papa. Not Alpha Golf Golf Papa. Ignore me. Echo Golf Golf Papa. And having a little look around Liverpool. Now, what I will say is I'm using the Sim Update 1 beta, which has been not hit and miss. What I would say is this particular beta is well, it's a beta, whatever you want to call it. So it's not without its flaws. What I will say though is the scenery, the photogrammetry, which something I wasn't expecting, but the ground textures that for me personally were absolutely terrible before installing this. Even from 10 feet up in the air. When you get up even higher, they were terrible. The water texturing was terrible in places like the Bahamas and stuff like that. All that is fixed in this Sim Update 1 beta, which hopefully isn't too long from the public release, because it's going to be fantastic. I've been doing a little bit of virtual reality in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, which we are using. I'm not using 2020 anymore. So we are going to be using Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and it's on the Sim Update Beta 1. And we're going to have a little fly around, guys, bit of a chat. You can ask questions, ask away. If I know the answer, I'll answer. If I don't, then you won't get the answer. Simple as that.
Liverpool towered off. Papa Romeo Alpha
Righty.
ready at runway 27.
Where am I going? Over. I'm going them ways. There I am. I've got the web camera on top of the screen now because it was kind of just sitting on my desk looking up at me. In the spare room at the minute, there's still loads of stuff but I've cleared the bits up. Right. Let's get some flying done. Before we go for a little fly though, obviously we'll have a little look around this new aircraft. We are moving for some reason. I wonder why is the park and brake on? Oh, there was an update for this. There was an update about the park and brake I saw today, and I haven't updated it. So let's have a little look. And this is a lovely little general aviation aircraft. You can see G Pro X there, obviously. It's a lovely looking textured aircraft from Cows. This is the DA40 XLS, only just being released. Very, very detailed. Just got my head chopped off there by the propellers. You can see everything is nicely modelled, of course. Texturing is pretty damn good. See like little micro scratches, little marks and blemishes all over the aircraft. Fantastic. Let's have a little look inside. There's the flight manual. Pretty loud in here at the minute. Everything modelled immaculately. The carpet and textures on the floors and the ceiling. And obviously mostly a glass cockpit, but we've also got some steam gauges in here as well. And yeah, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Let's get up in the air, shall we? Let's have a little look at this. I'm gonna mess around with them. We can still fly, can't we? Hello, Captain Kenobi. Hello there. Nice to see you, mate. It's park and yeah. So park and brake is set perfect. Okay. Let's get this beauty up into the air. Obviously, if you're in the chat, I don't have any moderators set at the minute. What I would ask everyone to do for me, or anyone, is just to tell me volume level. So the sim volume level, and obviously my mic, which looks okay at the minute. Nice little lift off there outside, out of Liverpool John Lennon. There's the tower over there. This is the... No, it's not the Digital Designs one. I am lying. This isn't the Digital Designs one. This is the normal sim update Liverpool Airport. The reason why I'm not using the Digital Designs is because, well, it does work, but there's a lot of bad ground textures around this area. But when Digital Designs did this scenery, they did loads. Hello, great trailer for benefits. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Aid. I appreciate it. I've done a couple of others for Benefit Designs in the past, so definitely worth having a check. My past videos, Goodwood was great. I really enjoyed making that one. I enjoy making them all, to be honest with you. The nice, you know, the tiny airfields, with a lot of character, and I like how much they pack out the sceneries with the detail. Obviously they've done the likes of Farnborough as well, which is a tiny bit bigger. I would like to see some a bit, you know, bigger ones in the future, but the fact that they've come up north and started doing some northern sceneries fields is interesting. I know that I think they're making in the middle of making another one as well for the northeast, but I could be wrong. Yeah. How's everyone doing? Remember, I am doing some giveaways, guys. If you're not in the chat, don't get involved. Then I will jump over to my social media over the weekend and give them out that way. Or if I don't give them out all tonight, then I will give them out on my social media. Everything's linked in the description and in my profile. So if you aren't following me on, I'm on the lot, aren't I? I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and I hate calling it X, Twitter, you know, X. I'm on them. I post all my updates in terms of new videos releasing, screenshots that I've taken of the simulator. And I'm also on TikTok now. I don't do a lot on there, but what I am doing is actually doing me virtual reality stuff on TikTok. So anything that I do in VR, which isn't a lot, I'll post some videos on there. It's a bit jumbled on that platform. I don't really use it as much. When I was working in VR, I used to do quite a lot on there. So there's some older videos that contain other VR games. Now, if you look down, I don't know if you can notice, but just the grass. Well, I can tell just by looking at it, the grass and the building quality, just the sharpness is a hell of a lot better. Captain Kenobi, yeah, sounds good. That's great, mate. I'm always either putting the game audio too low or microphone level too low or whatever. I don't stream a lot, as you can probably tell. I've got the bare minimum. I've got me on the camera, which I'm already sweating. Oh my god. And my logo in the back. I think, to be honest with you, with my camera being here, I think my like watermark covers this. So what I might do is no, yeah, I might do that. It'll still be over that one, but it's fine. How's it running for you? You know, it wasn't without its issues. We all know that. It's still not perfect, but 2020, I believe it still isn't perfect. It's okay. Sim update 1 beta has been a bit of a pain in the ass. It's in the last few days I've had instances of it like crashing, but also I've had one where it will not load back into the simulator. What's the quality of the Headet like? I'll go down low. But yeah, the sim update beta has improved things, but it also has made me see some bugs that I've never seen before. Let's just say that I can live with them. I've had to repair and fix the simulator to get it working before in the last couple of days, which hasn't been too bad. I accidentally deleted all... No, I didn't. I started transferring my community stuff out of the community folder, and then I cancelled it copying and was only left with a couple. So I've had to, in the last 24 hours, kind of look at what's in my community folder and make some decisions. Well, it sounds silly, but it does affect loading times quite a lot. Good morning, good evening. Yeah, good evening. It is currently 8:20 in the evening in Liverpool, in the UK. So right now we're over Liverpool. The whole purpose of this stream is just to do some flying, check out Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, give away some prizes, of course. Cheers, Paul. Thank you very much, mate. I'm having a really nice day. I went to Barton Aerodrome in Manchester yesterday, and I've been to Barton once before. Hello everyone. Nice to see everyone on board, as it were, or inside the chat. Yeah, I went to Barton Aerodrome yesterday, in real life, and weather was nice. It was cold, but the last time I was going to go, yeah, Paul, that's what I'm just going to say that now. So what happened is, last year, a couple of weeks after I'd gone for the first time before, I decided, I got up like really early one morning and I thought, do I do some wildlife photography? In fact, if you look over to the right of the front of the plane at the minute, you'll see what is like a nature reserve called Lump Meadows, sort of Formby way. I went there, and did someone say giveaway? Yeah, Carl, I said giveaway, mate. There will be a giveaway, don't you worry. You will have to stay in the live chat. You don't have to watch me, but you'll have to stay in the live chat. There's going to be 3 prizes, okay? Just went to subscribe, as I was already subscribed. Seathorpe Port on the left. Yeah, it is Seathorpe, Crosby and Forbyway. All photogrammetry up until a certain point. I think you start getting to kind of Southport Way and it goes back to the more auto-gen. So yeah, Barton. I'll finish with Barton story first. So last year I went to Barton for the first time. Fantastic little general aviation airfield outside of Manchester, just by the Trafford Centre, and I really enjoyed it. And there was a Yak 52, really old plane there. Got some nice photos. Then a couple of weeks later, I thought I'll get up early and I'll go and do some what you call it? I'm out the window here. Wildlife photography, so try and do a bit of that as well. Oh, I don't live stream, as you can tell. So I thought I'll go and do some wildlife photography. Checked out Lump Meadows, which consists of me getting a bus into the city centre, a train to Formby, and then a bus to Lump Meadows, which is great. I had the worst time. There was absolutely nothing. Obviously, there was some birds, there was a couple of different things, ducks and swans, but the things that I wanted to see weren't there. In the morning of that morning, I thought I might go to Barton instead. Obviously, I chose to go to Lump Meadows. And what happens when I get home from Lump Meadows? Really annoyed. I heard that 2 Chinooks came into Barton that day, and I missed them. So, lead up to my birthday, I thought, where do I go? Do I go to Manchester Airport and do some, obviously, bigger planes, take some photos, or do I go to Barton? We went to Barton, and I am very happy that I did, because I was on flight radar. Let me just change the time of day here, sorry guys. I was on flight radar, and I was having a little scroll around looking at what was in the area, because Barton has been known to get some really interesting aircraft in there. And I looked over to the sort of the east, and 2 helicopters came on radar, and they were coming in the direction of Barton. I was like, okay. They kept on coming closer. They kept on coming closer. They turned, and I was like, these are coming here. These helicopters are coming here. One of the staff out the control tower, lovely grade 2 listed control tower at Barton, come out the door, and I said, hi old mate, these helicopters on flight radar coming here. And he said, wait for 2 more minutes, don't leave, and you'll find out. They did, and it was Hunter 1 and Hunter 2, 2 Army Air Corps helicopters, Apache helicopters. Go and check out my Instagram, Facebook, and Practically Aviation. There's some videos and pictures of them in there. What a fantastic time. Had a little chat with one of the Apache pilots. He then said, oh, there's 2 Lynx Wildcats coming in as well. I was like, okay. I didn't get to see them, unfortunately. They came a bit later after I left. But yeah, fantastic. I couldn't have asked more. Right, okay. Let's have a little look at this chat. Live about 5 minutes away from London. Yeah, I mean, there's probably times in like the summer it's probably a bit better for Lump Meadows, something like that. It was actually hot that day. I'm not really a wildlife photographer. I've got some really nice pictures on me. What was it? Practically Photographic. So I've got 3. I've got like Practically Geek, Practically Aviation, Practically Photographic. And there's my best one's probably like of this really sort of stumpy-tailed dragonfly from one of the parks round our way, and that was quite cool. Loads of aviation just point over the years. Always good. I'm guessing we're out of watch. See the call sign. Do you know what, Paul? I did not look where they come from. It wasn't showing on flight radar, as it generally doesn't anyway. I was surprised that they even showed on flight radar anyway. But no, I didn't check, mate. Probably what Watersham is it? Yeah, am I saying that right? So we're giving away some prizes, guys. We are doing 3 prize giveaways. We're going to do all of them are going to be choose the prize from the developer. So there's not a particular airport or product that you can choose. Obviously there is Orbex who are kindly donating a prize to me. Now you will have to pick an Orbex prize. Now what I will say is that there is a couple of Orbex aircraft, and obviously they got a lot of airports. It is going to be sort of subject to what they say, but it will be an Orbex product at least, because I know they do have some aircraft. So you'll be able to choose that. You'll be able to choose a Burning Blue Designs airfield or an NZA Simulations airfield. I'm confident there's a lot of prizes for each of the sim. So Flight Sim 2020, 2024, on each of them. I know Burning Blue Designs have gone above and beyond with their compatibility range, which I think is all of them now. NZA quite similar, and Orbex have got quite a lot available for 2024, but obviously if you're still on 2020 you can pick that as well. That's absolutely fine. So where we are now is where are we? About 5,000 feet over the River Mersey. One thing that I will actually point out is I remember on Flight Sim 2020 any kind of river, even like the River Thames, it looked like a tropical river. It was like a clear water river, almost very blue. In the new sim it looks a bit more dirty, if that makes sense. It looks like it looks like the River Mersey. When you get a bit down low you can see hints of brown. You can see the 3-eyed fish. Over to the right there you'll be going towards Howden area, so Chester, obviously the Airbus factory where the Beluga goes as well. See the Beluga quite regularly. And then over to my right there we had a glimpse of Tranmere Rovers Stadium. Obviously we're looking at the likes of Birkenhead, the Wirral, West Kirby, just over there. And then New Brighton just coming into shot now over on the right with the lighthouse, of course. To get involved in the giveaway, guys, I'm just going to say a word and just put a word, and then I know you've entered. Then I'm sure you're all going to enter if you're in the chat, and then I'll pick a winner. Nothing too mad. I don't want you going to an external website and signing up for things unnecessarily. No point in that. Down onto the right you will see the Pierhead, the Albert Dock, the museum in Liverpool. Now just before I had the issue, not an issue, but before I sort of started sort of fixing my community up, community folder up rather, taking out all deliveries that I didn't need because I went a bit nuts at the end of the year, filling my community folder up with A321 and A330 liveries. I will need them at some point again, so I've got them safe somewhere else. I was running the Orbex, you know, the scenery packages. They've got Orbex North, Orbex Central and Orbex South. It does work in 2024. What I would say is, can you just see on the right now, you can see the Echo Arena, and then you can see the Albert Dock with the little points of water and the Salt House Dock, stuff like that, the Albert Dock, the little square bits of water just before the main river. They didn't look right in the Orbex scenery, so I've taken it out for now. Neither did the water sort of the bit of water near the London airport, so London City Airport as well. I think that might have been to do with London City Airport's latest scenery, which is available for 2024. But I'm going to check. I think it's the M&S Arena. Sorry, it is the M&S Arena. I still call it the Echo Arena. Same as many people still call the MEN Arena in Manchester the MEN Arena, but it's like, what is it now? First Direct Arena or something like that. For my drink today, I'm drinking Pulped. It's a white peach and Scottish raspberry cider, and it's lovely. So how is everyone doing today? If you are watching this back, obviously you have missed the giveaway. But I hopefully will be doing more in the future. We are in the Diamond DA40 XLS from Cows. This is the brand new one which come out recently. Feels like these stadiums change their name every year. Obviously Everton are about to move into their new stadium. Don't know what it's going to be called. It's based in Bramley Moor Dock. I would like it to just be called Bramley Moor, but with Everton's new owners, sorry to get into the football talk, but with Everton's new owners, I'm sure it'll be something like Qatar Stadium or something. They'll want some kind of really good deal. I'm gonna try and get down a bit lower, guys, just so you can see just how good the photogrammetry is. By the way, obviously this wouldn't be allowed in real life, but what we do get in Liverpool, we get quite a lot of military movements. Liverpool Airport just off to the left there of your screen. Not surprising or anything to see the likes of the C-17, the Globemaster. We get Hawks, we get Texans. So the Hawks, the Hawks and the Texans out of RAF Valley, they've been quite around quite regularly. Sorry for the Discord thing, guys, as well. You might hear that. I might just close it, to be honest with you. Boop. And we get the A400, the Airbus A400 quite regularly as well. I've had some pictures of that going over my house. Yeah, exactly. Cartoon man, A400, yeah. Everton own a Spitfire. It was, oh right, okay. Interesting. I did not know that. I did not know that. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna try and get the thing away. I don't think it's gonna be called Bramley Moor. I'd like it to be called Bramley Moor just to keep the sort of the heritage and obviously the original name. But so Everton can have a bit of, you know, money coming in. It's gonna be something. I'm hoping it's not something silly. Obviously, people will be calling it the Tesco Arena. That was quite a funny joke, haha. Anyway. Football. I used to work for Everton anyway, so anyway guys, so I'm going to try and get a bit lower in the DA40 here, just show you the photogrammetry. I was flying over Liverpool in the Rascal, it's called, the little paraglider that was brought into 2024, and it just looks the photogram, whatever they've done to the photogrammetry, I mean, obviously, if you land next to it and start walking around, it still looks as it should. It's 3D satellite. It looks the same when you do it in Google Maps. The fans will call it Bramley Moor. Do you know what? If they've got money coming in, just don't call it Goodison. No, don't do that. No, Goodison is Goodison. In fact, just over the tip of the nose there, you can see Anfield, Anfield, and Goodison just above it, the blue, so the blue and the red, Stanley Park just in between them there. Over to the left, nice little view of the River Mersey. You've got obviously the iconic Alive buildings. You've got the cathedrals, the Anglican and the oh, what's the other one called? God, good job I'm not doing tours. The Waterfall Arena. I mean, obviously I just hope there's no issues with it. With it being, you know, made on top of basically a dock that was filled with water no more than 3 years ago. So yeah, we are on sim update number 1. I keep on slouching down, guys, and I'm really sorry. I'm on the worst seat, by the way, as well. It was a B&M special. I got it for, I think it was like 12 quid, because I was sitting on just like a little ottoman type thing before this. So we're over Liverpool, using Sim Update 1 beta. Fantastic scenery, love it. I'm not going to mess around with the weather, just keep it into the summertime, just with no clouds at the minute. And we're in the Diamond D840. This is the new one that's available on Orbex. This won't be part of the giveaway, by the way, guys, so don't ask for it. You will, obviously, just to make sure, if you are a winner in the giveaway, or giveaways rather, you will need to sign up if you aren't already to the individual developers. So obviously NZA, Burn and Blue and Orbex, you will need an email signed up if you haven't already, because I obviously will be getting back to the individual companies and giving the emails to them. In terms of winning the prize, I will be communicating privately in the best way possible with you guys over email or even Discord chat, and making sure that you get those prizes. Yeah, I mean, it could have ended up in Kirby. Remember, it was going to end up in Kirby at one point. So right now, talking of football, you can see Goodison just over to the left there, just right underneath my window there. And these are 3D models. These are on photogrammetry. If you are watching the live stream, welcome in. Thank you for joining me on my very old birthday. You are here for the giveaways though, so make sure you get involved. Say hi. I will be putting in a keyword for each giveaway. Switch Island, interesting. Yeah, I mean, you know, we are going towards sort of Kirby, East Lancs way there anyway, so obviously traffic wise it would have been okay. I mean, with putting Bramley Moor, we are sort of over Bramley Moor, where the site of Bramley Moor, Everton's new ground, is at the minute. It's not in the sim, and I don't think there's anyone who's done the scenery yet, which is quite a bit of a pain. But yeah, cheers, mate. Thank you so much. But yes, if you are in the chat, if you are in the live stream and you aren't speaking, that's fine. You can lurk, but if you do want to get involved with the giveaways, you will have to just type in a keyword of my choosing. I'm using my phone while flying. Obviously, this wouldn't be allowed, unless you're flying in autopilot, I guess. Just wet the whistle. So I think this is Bramley Moor down here, or thereabouts, or just underneath the aircraft. Everton's new ground. Let's see if I can just lower a little tiny bit. We're not flying very fast, we're only about 70 knots or so. But yeah, the ground texture and the photogrammetry looks really, really nice in this update, and obviously I hope it carries through to the public release as well. Over to the right, let me just show you. You can see, oh, New Brighton just at the back there. You can see the lighthouse and the castle as well. And obviously you're looking at New Brighton, Birkenhead, where all the ship docks are. And obviously just over to our left here, we can see something a bit more interesting. Sorry, not saying that Birkenhead's not interesting. You know. You can see some of the many high-rises that have been put up in the last 10 years or so, maybe even longer. And we've got the lava buildings, the Royal Lava buildings. Everton have got offices in there, I believe. Just next to that, we've got we call it the Three Graces. So the Three Graces are the three buildings next to the lava buildings. Lava buildings being these. Port of Liverpool building. We've got the Museum of Liverpool, the M&S Arena, the Liverpool Eye, and the Albert Dock. Now, to be honest with you, I'm looking at this now. It wasn't actually the Orbex that were making, because I haven't got it installed anymore. Interesting. I might just reinstall them. It's not that it was a problem. The Orbex scenery is great. It adds a lot of landmarks in. Over to our left, you've got an area of Liverpool called the Baltic Triangle, where a lot of hip and happening gaming developers and cocktail bars and stuff like that are. You can see the Anglican Cathedral, which is quite high up. If you go to the top of that, it's actually just as high as the Radio City Tower. How do you feel about Everton moving on? West Ham fan was gutted when. Yeah, so it's gonna. I'm assuming it's gonna be the same as when Arsenal moved to the Emirates. I believe they do have plans to do the similar thing to Goodison Park and keep most of the structure, because obviously there is part of Goodison Park that is, you know, it's wood and it's not lasting long. I hope they keep it as much as possible, like they did with Highbury, because Highbury is like high-end apartments now and stuff like that. So it's gonna feel the same, mate. I mean, we needed it. We needed a new stadium. It's not gonna feel. I tried my best to go and see Everton before they moved, and it just wasn't happening. As you can imagine, it's gonna be very, very sought after. It's gonna be sad, mate. I don't even know when the last time I was at that ground at Goodison. A long time ago, mate. Gonna be emotional, but the new ground hopefully starts something a bit better for the club. Do you know what I mean, in terms of results? But anyway, even at looking at this now, we are quite low now. What are we at? We're at about 1,000 feet, and photogrammetry, guys, has just been. It is so much better. Some of these can be mistaken for 3D buildings, almost. They're really, really nice. This area, Everton Valley, I believe. Hello. That might be fuel. Off. No, don't do that. Used to work at the Steam Packet. The model looks okay for the grey box. A few platforms, yeah. I mean, they're still not. Some of the things look a bit melty, as it were, but they're a lot better. And I just hope this carries through to the public release. That's all. Obviously, the lava building's just here. That is a 3D model. That's why you can tell just by the colouring. Got Liverpool 1 shopping centre there. This is still known as Shavas Park, but all this used to just be one big sort of grass verge, and there was nothing there. That's our kind of what would you call it? Our version of like the Arndale in Manchester or something, you know, partially inside and partially outside. But yeah, we are currently flying loops over Liverpool. We are in the Diamond DA40 XLS, brand new from COWS. That's C-O-W-S, exactly like it sounds. Available on Orbex. Lovely flight model, lovely interior model. Just a nice little package for a GA flyer, to be honest with you. I mostly fly GA, visual flight rules, airliners. Last time I did a proper airline route was Ryanair Liverpool to Prague on X-Plane 11 in the Zebo mod, if you remember that. But yeah, with how good the scenery looks in Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024, I just feel like GA flying is just so nice. So the PG has been improved further, and I believe so. Not something that was. I don't think it was advertised. I think ground texture was advertised. Ground texture definitely has been improved. I can just tell from here now the grass and the water and the roads looked so blurry for me. I saw other live streams and videos in the past where even their normal release version of 2024 looked okay for ground textures, but mine looked terrible. But you can really see it here, really sharp. You can go high up and you can go low down and still look sharp. Photogrammetry just really, I don't know what they've done. I heard someone mentioned on the forums that there's a new photogrammetry engine that was obviously advertised or shown for 2024 but wasn't actually introduced. One of the major things for 2024's first sim update, which hopefully isn't far off. But yeah, it has. Let me try and get down a bit lower because we are still quite high. You can obviously see that is either allotment or I think that's an allotment, if I'm going to be very honest. I think it is just towards the Belvale area, possibly. I do know we may around Liverpool, guys. It might not seem it right now. That is definitely Wavertree racetrack. There's swimming bats and sort of the train. I think it's the train track run from Liverpool. This is Edge Lane Retail Park. If you live in Liverpool, everything becomes more clear. Let me see if I can get down a bit lower. Ah, yes, there were used. Yeah. So there's the old Littlewood's building, which was completely fire damaged a couple of years back, or whenever it was. I think it actually has. Yeah, it has actually modelled there. You can see the fire damage. This is supposed to be getting renovated. It's supposed to be sort of the next sort of big thing for Liverpool film, because if you already know, Liverpool's used quite a lot in films. But yeah, we're a bit lower now, about 600 feet. Flying a bit slow, above stall speed, though we can still push that a bit and make it a bit slower. Massive wings on the DA planes, to be fair, the Diamond planes. Just over to the left, the blue roofs are the women's hospital. We do call that Paddy's Wigwam. It's a Catholic. Is it the Catholic theatre? No, it's the Catholic cathedral, and the Anglican cathedral is the one just off the nose there. But yeah, you can see we're very low now, lower than we would be allowed, and that's what the photogrammetry looks like. There's still a lot of problem with the trees in this sim. Accidental fire, sadly. Accidental, yeah. Accidental. Give some more beans because we're gonna stall in a minute. Yeah, it isn't the original. It's gonna be, you know, it's gonna have a few of the old walls or something that, you know, kind of resembles it, but it's not gonna be the same. And it was the Little Woods building, back in my day. Back in my day. Wow. But yeah, photogrammetry, you can still see it's a bit melty, but this here, very nicely rendered. This, obviously, you can see that there's a bit of issue going on there. This obviously is water, but right now it looks like it's kind of the seabed with the bits of puddles in it. So I actually thought this was the Orbeck scenery doing this. It's not. It's what it looks like already. Have you seen the original model for the... Yes, I have seen it. It's in the Liverpool Museum. And it would have still been being made up until about, I'd say, like 2020 or something like that. It was that big, they still would have been making it now. But yeah, very impressive if that would have been there. I'm also using a mod of flightsim.to, which gets rid of the toolbar. So when you're... Oh, no, it's not installed. I got it out in community fall, that's why it's appearing now. Need to put that back in. Really need to put it back in, because obviously when I'm making my videos, if I'm moving about, the taskbar menu will. So it basically anything that moves on the screen, this white bar won't show until I move my mouse up there. I have got that downloaded, but I have not put it back in yet. It's a good point. It's a good job I've mentioned that, actually, because I haven't put it back in. Yeah. Right, guys, there is enough of you in, hopefully. Let's do our first giveaway. So, for your chance to win a Ben and Blue design scenery of your choice, everyone who wants to enter this giveaway, please write in the comments Fishburne. So that is their newest airfield, the one I've just done the official trailer for. Fishburne. So Fishburne. I'm not going to give you the spelling, because if you're not sure of the spelling, you can go and just click onto my channel, can't you, and find out. Don't need to put airfield, just write Fishburne, lowercase. And if you type it wrong, then I won't enter you. Simple as. Oh, he's a strict one. He's a strict one, isn't he? Let me whistle while you all do that. Over to the right of the wing there, you can see Lime Street train station with St. George's Hall. This was used, there was the cameraman down this road here, and this was in the Fantastic Beasts film, I think the second film. And obviously the lava buildings were in the Robert Pattinson's Batman, and he was standing up on there. He was actually standing up on the very, very top of the lava birds. Zoom in a bit. So Robert Pattinson, our friendly neighbourhood vampire, was standing up in this little gantry there. Very high up, by the way. Yeah, Fishburne. This is a fishy giveaway. I mean, it's not fishy as in suspicious, is it? Yeah, so Fishburne. Everyone's entered it correctly by the looks of it. This is the newest scenery for both of the Sims, so 2020 or 2024, from Ben and Blue Design. Only come out a few days ago. I say a few days ago. It only come out yesterday morning, and it is bloody fantastic. Lovely little airfield, County Durham way, up in the northeast, just below Newcastle. Sloped runway. Go and give Noel Phillips' video a watch. Type in Noel Phillips Fishburne, regardless if you like his videos or not. Aviator Alex Live. Hello, Ryan. It's Alex from Discord. Hello, Alex, mate. How are you doing? Thanks for coming in, mate. Really appreciate it. Get yourself into the giveaway, mate. Jesus. Write Fishburne into the comments. So this is your last chance, guys, now, okay? Anyone who was listening but not entered, type in Fishburne. If you don't know how to spell it, go into my videos and check out the last video I did, the official trailer for Ben and Blue Designs Fishburne airfield. Yeah, so go to Noel Phillips' video. He also does another channel where he flies, because he has got a PPL. He's just got his instrument flying rating as well. He lands and takes off from Fishburne, and it's got the biggest, well, not the biggest, but it's got a sloped grass runway, and it really took him off. Took him by surprise, and it took me by surprise when I did my first little landing into there. Very, very, very fun. Even taking off, because obviously you shooting down the grass verge. Yeah, but the last couple of days, Carl, I was just calling it Larry Fishburne, Lawrence Fishburne airfield. Lawrence Fishburne being obviously the actor Morpheus from The Matrix, if you are struggling with that one. You can see just over to the left my kind of area. I'm not going to tell you exactly where I live, just in case you come and try and stalk me. And the M62 motorway. And what we're going to do is, Brian is going to attempt a landing on the stream. So if I crash, guys, I crash, for God's sake. It's going to be on a grass. We're going to go to another. We're going to airfield. So we're going from Liverpool, John Lennon. We've done some flying over Liverpool, and we are going to Barton. So where I went yesterday, and it is modelled. It's handcrafted. It was in the UK update for 2020. Obviously, all of the updates, the world updates, followed on to 2024. So we're going to follow the M62 all the way down into Manchester, and you can see off into the distance there. We can see it's wind, and didn't know it was like a snake, to be honest with you. Over to this way here, we've got the M62, and that's where we're going to be following. Bit of visual flight rules. We're back up to about 3,000 feet now. Not flying any kind of pattern or rule. We're just having a nice little fly. All the way down the M62 motorway up into Barton Aerodrome. Yeah, we do need the new Liverpool, mate. I did put in Digital Design's group chat. Are they thinking about doing it? And the main man there hasn't really said anything about it yet. You can see where the photogrammetry has dropped off there as well. You can actually visually see that. Oh, we're out the aircraft. Stick me head out the window. You never notice it on the ground, do you? Sorry, mate. What do you mean? Sorry, the airport. Anyway, last time I tried the Digital Designs scenery for Liverpool. They did all of the sort of surrounding areas, the old airport, the Land Rover Jaguar factory and stuff like that, and the ground texture, and just not it's not marked as compatible with the new sim, so I didn't expect it to be any good, to be honest. But it works, but it's just a bit bad. Digital today announced FX. I've not checked which. Carl, you fucking you legend. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't see that, even though I'm on the group on my Practically Geek thing, so I'm gonna have to have a little look at that. But a long time ago, the main man at Digital Designs, I forget his name, he actually said he wanted to update Liverpool to the standard that he did the Lyon airport, which was fantastic. I did a video about that as well. Really, really high quality airport. That's so well done. But obviously it never happened. Now obviously there is a hell of a lot of developers out there, including Burning Blue Designs, who do it as their sort of side hustle, if you like. And obviously, yeah, it's it's when they can do it. These people can't do it every day and every hour of the day of the week. They haven't got the time to. Obviously, your big developers, your Anybuild, your Orbex, Aerosoft, even Just Flight. That's their job. That's what they do. They can get these sceneries out very quick. And to be very fair, Burning Blue Designs get their sceneries out a lot. When I didn't do YouTube for about a year or so, and I come back and so many. That's why I wanted to do Northweld. I want to do a couple of others. Just check the fair there's no compatible make of. Just check. Interesting. I need to find out where I bought Liverpool from, because I can't find me like sort of original order receipt or anything, which is a bit of a shame. Right, let's pick a winner, shall we? I don't know if this is the just thing to do with picking winners, because obviously I'm not using any kind of program to randomly select the winner. I used to use that Gleam website for giveaways, but obviously doing it this way, I've seen many people give away things on live chats, but they have a bingo like system on theirs. What do I do that and just point at the screen and just see where the closest finger is? You can't see it though, so. I mean, I'll be totally honest, guys, at this point, active in the comments is not that many people. No one loves me. So what I am going to have to do, guys, is just for, I would say 10 minutes, is have a loo break. You can run a bot for giveaways. I know, but I don't know if it's all baked into YouTube. I was going to have a look at it before I did this flight, but I didn't have long. I've had like people around for your birthday and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I will be going for about 10 minutes, but I will keep the live stream active, but just on the standby screen. So obviously, please do come back, because that's when I'll be doing the other giveaways. In terms of this giveaway, I will, for future ones, if I'm doing it this way, have bots that, you know, automatically do it as well. Aid Taylor, you have won Fishburn. Hopefully you haven't got it already. Sorry, you haven't won Fishburn, sorry mate, you have won any of the burn and blue design scenery. I apologise, but you can choose Fishburn if you like. So Alex, yes, Aid Taylor, you have got it, mate. Now Aid, what I need you to do is get in touch with me on my email. Obviously you can get to my email on my YouTube profile, or on Discord, add me, obviously Practically Geek. In the description is how you get onto my Discord. Are you emailing me practicallygeek@gmail.com? I want to make sure that obviously it's yourself that's in it. There's the fail there, right there. Get in touch with me on Discord, mate. No worries, Aid, mate. Yeah. If you can get in touch with me on Discord, mate. If you're not on Discord, can you message me? Any other way? Email me, mate. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to be as sort of safe as possible. I don't think anyone's going to be lousy and start emailing me, message me saying this is Aid and stuff like that. But obviously, I need to try and keep that in mind. That I was very aware last time I did giveaways on a live stream about a year or two back that I tried to make sure that obviously people were getting their prizes and stuff like that. Perfect, Aid, thank you. Micbot giveaway, YouTube change. Yeah, no worry, I will be doing it. I haven't got time to do it today, unfortunately. I will be going for about 10 minutes, okay, guys? And we will be making our approach into barn, which is this airfield. Oh, just here. And then the next giveaways will be selected, guys. So please stick with it, or at least come back in 10 minutes, please, or so, 10 minutes or so. And we'll be giving out more. We're going to do the giveaways exactly the same, okay? I'll give you a word to say it in the chat, and then you'll win it. We've got NZA simulations, airport of your choice, and then an Orbex product as well of your choice. Come back in about 10 minutes, guys. Hello, everyone still here? I'm sorry, I had to have that 10 minutes break, guys. Haven't even got the heating on in the house, but it's absolutely boiling. This PC got all the fans and all in one cooling in it, but it's bloody boiling. So I hope you're all still here. We have given our first prize, Burning Blue Designs Airport of Choice, to Aid. So well done to him. I see Mikey. Oh, hello, mate. Yeah, mate. Honestly, even if you said you were here for the prizes, I honestly wouldn't mind. It's nice that obviously these developers that I've got a relationship with and I've worked with them in the past have been nice enough to donate some prizes my way. Even the guys at Orbex, you know what I mean? Like I said before, guys, Orbex, it will be subject to what Orbex say. Now, Orbex could be very, very nice to me and say your subscribers, your viewers can choose whatever they want off Orbex, which, to be fair, would be very, very nice of them. But for now, all I'm going to say is going to be an Orbex airport. If they say otherwise, fair enough. Do you know what I mean? Win-win. Winner, chicken dinner, all that. Our Diamond DA40 by Cows is just hanging in midair there. We've just made our way up from Liverpool, which you can see coming into view right now. And we're going to attempt and land at Barton. Haven't actually landed this plane yet. Oh no, tell a lie, I did. It was a freeware airport where the Diamond sort of maintenance hangar and where they sell all their Diamond aircraft is in Austria. Can't think of the airport name, guys, so don't ask. But yeah, I did actually land there. Wasn't the greatest landing, but I landed there. We're going to try and land at Barton, which is just under our Diamond aircraft. Right now you can see the cross runways there and a couple of the building hangars. And then what we'll do is, just having a little think then, we'll go and have a little quick tour of Fishburn, especially for anyone who's interested and has seen the trailer for Fishburn and you haven't seen it sort of in depth for the minute. No worries, once you won the prizes, so I think there's yeah, Ben just released, it's really nice. Yeah, Fishburn's lovely. Fishburn's tiny, but we'll go and have a little look at it. And then we'll go to one more place because obviously the stream is going to near sort of the 2.5 hour mark at this point. We're already an hour and a half in. But yeah, thanks for the giveaway. What's your email address? Go into, I did say it on the stream, which I really shouldn't have done. I'm very aware that, I mean, I'd like to say I trust everyone, but I don't want anyone to sort of not be in the chat and come into me emails and say it's you, mate. So if you head on to my YouTube profile or page or whatever, you know, main page, youtube.com/Practically Geek, there will be a way of getting the email off there. If not, we'll sort out another way, mate. But if you go onto YouTube, there is a way of getting my email. It should be on there for you. So if it's not on there, there is a way to reveal it. Yeah, you can. Click on the about and there's a way to show my email address. Shoot me an email. Same with everyone else. In Discord as well, you can go into Discord. So yeah, we are gonna go and try this landing at Barton, and when we get on to hopefully safely down to Barton, we will head to Fishburn. Again, if you are watching live, please just give me a heads up and tell me how the simulator audio is compared to mine. Obviously, I've got it only in one ear because these Logitech headphones failed a couple of weeks ago, and I'm gutted because it's 60 quid and they have a really good microphone. Yeah, if you're on Discord, Age, you can't do, mate. Yeah, so I can only hear it out of the same ear that my microphone's on, so it's a bit distracting. Plus, I'm not a seasoned streamer at all. Now, what I was talking about, the Orbex software, so the Orbex South, Central, and North, this stadium here is there as an actual model, I think. I'm pretty certain it is. And obviously Manchester itself, the city centre, just over to my right there, that has also got 3D models as well. So Barton is just there. We'll try and make our way down, not in any kind of professional flight manner, no patterns or anything. You can see in the default sim, so this is the way Manchester appears, we have got a 3D model of Old Trafford, but we don't have a 3D model of the Etihad, I don't think. Let's just see if we can zoom in. I think the I'm gonna have to sort my trim out. I have got an actual yoke. I want to get the Airbus one though, the Airbus flight stick. So yeah, just over to no, I don't think they've actually got a model of the the Etihad. Ooh. How's 2012 behaving with you? Only issue I have is Stutter's new airport. Do you know what, Mikey? That's a funny thing because when I tried to land in the any kind of landings I used to do in any aircraft in 2020, it's just a stutter. It doesn't do it that bad for me now. Now what I will say is I did have to upgrade my hardware. So my RTX 2080, my i7 4790, sorry, my i7 9700K just didn't cut it. 2024 ran like garbage. 2020 was absolutely fine with that hardware. I could put most of my settings on ultra to a degree. 2024, I had to have it on low or medium, a mixture of the both, which is insane. Aid, I'll sort that out for you, mate. Don't you worry about it. The guys from Ben and Blue will get back to me quickly. Should have all that sorted out for you within the next few days, mate. 2024, Mikey, I was just saying, the only things that haven't been working for me right now is Sim Update 1 beta. Has been great for all the visual stuff like the photogrammetry and the ground texturing's been greatly improved. But there's been a few instances where it wouldn't load for me. The main load screen would hang just like it did on release. My 2024 only really started working properly within the first, I would say between week 2 and 3 after release was when 2024 started working for me. I had a few days where I'd signed up for a free VPN. I'd turn the VPN on to Norway or USA and it would load instantly, and that's when I could first fly on the simulator. But apart from that, it's okay now. I can use my own network. Yeah, Mikey, I mean, to be very honest with you, mate, I didn't buy outright my stuff. I didn't just throw a bunch of cash or a card at PC Parts. I'm paying it off because it's the best way for me currently in my situation. But I'm currently running, so all my specs are in the description, but I've little hardware upgrade story for you now, guys. So with that upgrade, It was first the RTX graphics card, which turned into a 4070 Ti Super. Now, that I haven't had it in my system long, and obviously we've already got the 5000 series, which was fantastic, great news. I'm not too bothered, to be honest. I'm still fine. I'm sure in another 5 years I'll have to update them again. But yeah, I updated my graphics card. Everything seemed nice when I first got into the simulator. Quickly realised that the bottleneck on the system was absolutely terrible. Well, it was for Flight Sim. It was for 2024. Every other game that I tested, there was no bottleneck. It was absolutely fine. So then I had to think about getting a new CPU. Went for the i7 1400 series, so 40... What was it? 40... I can't remember. Jesus Christ. It's 1400 something. 14th series, whatever. Which was fine. But then it's a case of, oh, my motherboard isn't compatible. So then I have to get a new motherboard. Great, that's it. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine now. That's all I need to do. No. Because I've got a new motherboard, my old RAM doesn't work, so my DDR... Yeah. What you said, Airframe. Yeah, so my new motherboard that was obviously bought for the CPU chip was then not compatible with my 32 gigs of RAM. So I then had to get some DDR5 RAM. Fantastic. This is the worst landing in the world, by the way, guys. Just straight off the bat from you is okay, because it's either going to stall or I am going to crash. To be honest with you, that's far too steep. I'm going round. But at this angle, you get a nice little overview of Barton Aerodrome. This is the default Barton, which is actually really, really nice, to be fair. What I'm going to try and do is get onto runway 26 right, potentially. I think MS looks back on the release with... I mean, it was a dreadful launch, wasn't it? Jesus Christ. I think... I don't want to say patient because it was very, very disappointing. Especially everyone who bought the Aviator edition spent £200. Do you know what I mean? It's terrible. 2024 is lovely. There is a lot of people who will say there's not much of a difference. There's a lot of screenshots and videos still floating around of Microsoft 2020, and there's still it still looks absolutely fabulous. But there's just elements of 2024, the new light, and as you can see, the ground textures. It just, you know, visually can't be beaten. X-Plane 12 in terms of visuals, I've just seen into the Blue Simulations channel. He's just done a heavily modded Mustang out of Fishburne Aerodrome video. So heavily modded visuals of this is another really, really dreadful approach, guys, sorry. I think at least one, I mean, it's 2020 still not perfect, is it, to be fair? 2020 is still got its quirks. Depends when they think they're gonna bring out the next one. That isn't. Do you know what, guys? I'm really, really sorry. I'm absolutely butchering this. There's the heliport for Barton though. Lots of sort of nice little Airbus H145, a little private one, come into Barton on the way out yesterday, in real life. Yeah, what it's, for me personally, 2024 was given a release date, in my opinion, very, very soon. Like, I know that game developers do, but generally they'll give a release date out most of the time. Big game developers like the likes of Rockstar will give a release date out and they will say it's coming out, blah blah blah, and then a few months before they'll go, it's delayed just so we can polish it up. Microsoft and Asobo probably had the release date in mind, said it, announced it, and then got to a point where they went, this isn't ready. And then marketing or whoever in the head office, you know, the head honcho, like you say, said, well, we need to get out by that date, or Microsoft or whoever have got the money behind them will don't pull funding. I might be talking absolute crap, but we might get in trouble if we don't release it on this day now. So we're going to have to, and then we're just going to have to make it up. So, Carl, what I would say is there was a point in my experience with 2024 where I was just going to do the same. I was like, you know what, sod this. I can't be bothered. But most of my 2020 install was my community folder anyway. I think, to be honest with you, if I started 2020 now, it would still work. It would just need a load of about 1500 updates or something. So obviously I wasn't using the simulator for about a year or so, and I'll be honest with you, I talked in the year that I wasn't doing YouTube, I was talking about I might come back and do more videos on 2020, or I might come back and get 2024 and do videos on that. Lo and behold, it was the latter. I did come back and start doing videos on 2024. And like I mentioned in my last live stream, so what I would say, guys, is just as sort of a personal thing, when I was doing YouTube last time, I got too into it, which isn't a bad thing. I got too into having schedules. I got too into looking at the statistics. I got too into having, you know, programs run on top of YouTube, like, you know, the iCUE and the Tube Buddy and stuff like that, looking at the numbers. I got too into it. I started working with developers and getting commissions to do stuff like, which was great, you know, but I wasn't enjoying it. And the thing is, I like doing cinematic videos, but not when it turned into sort of a secondary job for me. I started really, really disliking it. So much so that I already suffer from sort of mental health issues, anxiety, depression. I'm not going to hide it. Everyone already knows anyway. And yeah, just didn't enjoy it. It's part of the reason why I stopped doing it, guys. Not gonna lie. Oh, that was horrible. Oof, oof, oof. Trampoline much. So yeah, by the end of doing videos for 2020, I was just not feeling it. Now I've come back and it feels more like a hobby. It feels like something I come and do when I want to get away from the outdoors or real life, and I just come and do it, and it feels a hell of a lot better. I'm still in touch with a lot of developers and I'm still helping some, and I'm not actually taking a commission for that. Not that I'm trying to be a big I am and go, oh, I'm not getting paid for it. I'm not. I'm doing it because these guys have looked after me in the past and I feel like they deserve it. Let's have a little look, if you guys haven't seen the walking mode, which I'm sure many of you have seen the walking mode. We should never get out of an airplane when the when the engine's still running. So let's be safe. This is the DA40 XLS by Cows. Lovely. I showed a tiny bit of it at the start. The texturing. Let's go into drone mode, my favourite mode, of course. Let's have a little look at the chat, guys. We will be giving our next giveaway out when we get to Fishburn. Right. Good for you looking out for yourself. Yeah, no. It can get it got very easy for me to get into the whole numbers and statistics and taking commissions when I just couldn't sort of mentally keep to sort of schedules and stuff. Now I'm on my own schedule. If I release 2 videos in 2 days, fantastic. I'm not going to, but fantastic. But yeah, I feel like I'm just doing my own thing now. I'm enjoying making them. I've found new creators who are doing cinematics that I didn't know before. And emotionally, and this is going to sound really soppy, guys, but the two people that I've recently spoke to on the internet who are doing similar but very different videos to mine, cinematic still, but they're doing it in different ways and filming them differently, and it's fantastic. They have both said, oh my god, I used to watch your videos, and it's the reason why I'm doing videos now, or at least, you know, to a point have said, I used to love your videos, or still do. It's just nice to hear that. I can't really ask for much, to be honest with you. People can have 500,000 subscribers and 1 million views, but to hear that, that's not going to be beaten. Thank you everyone for the birthday wishes, by the way. I really appreciate it. We're going to be heading to Fishburn Airfield in a minute. The new one by Ben and Blue. Actually, do you know what, guys? We don't think we will be, because I haven't even got it installed. What I'll do is I will get it installed and we will head there. We'll have a little, for anyone who wasn't in the stream at the start, we'll have a look, a little quick look at the Cows Diamond DA40. Show you how nice you can see all the sort of the chips and the marks, and you know, that isn't just dead shiny and new. It's got all wear and tear in it. It's a really, really nice model, actually. Really nice. Glass cockpit, some steam gauges there. Really nice texture, and you can see little scratches and marks. Obviously, if we're getting too close up, we can see the livery getting a bit pixelated, but it's really nice. Don't forget, Brian, very much. Yeah, so Carl, the reliance on streaming was something that was really, really bugging me. Not everyone has got high-speed internet, but for the most part, it's getting around the world now, and it's becoming more commonplace. But hopefully they're never going to allow the sim to be completely installed on your systems. That's take away their premise of, you know, 500 to over terabyte gigabyte, 500 gigabytes to over a terabyte worth of data being on your system. And everyone who saw that was like, yeah, but if I'll just go and buy a new hard drive, it doesn't bother me. I don't want to rely on streaming. It's settled down a lot. I've not had texture issues. As I say, the sim update has possibly caused some issues with loading in the last couple of days, but it's nice enough. It's nice enough. Let's have a little look at getting out and look at the walking mode so you guys can see. Obviously, people have seen the walking mode now. I wish you could. I don't know if you can. I don't think there is, but the walking sensitivity. So if I push up on the joystick and then down on the trigger, I can run, or at least there we go. We can see on the outside view. That doesn't look anything like me, by the way. I don't wear glasses, and maybe my hair looks a bit like that, I guess. I don't think you can put beards on the avatars, but the walking mode's great. That was one thing. People weren't fussed with it. I absolutely love it. I'd like to be able to turn the sensitivity down on the looking part and the walking speed as well. Let's have a little look. I do like your showcase video. Always high quality. Thanks, Mickey, mate. I am toying about with some ideas about doing some me reviews again. And I was saying to someone the other day, my reviews used to be over 30 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes in some cases. I used to do the before and after montages and stuff. And they took less time to edit and get out than me cinematics do. So cinematics are about 3 to 4 minutes long. They take longer. It's insane. Mike, you legend, mate. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. So Mike does plane spotting live streams in real life, not the simulator. Fantastic guy. I actually moderate his YouTube channel, so his live streams whenever I can. I've been on, I've seen him in real life. I say real life because we are playing Flight Simulator a couple of times at the aviation fair in Manchester Airport, and to catch the Iberia A330 coming to Liverpool, down at Liverpool Airport, for a football charter. And fantastic guy. Go and subscribe, please, to Plane Spotting Mike Live. He's going to be branching out and doing more plane spotting live streams. He does video premieres of planes coming in and out of Liverpool, overhead shots of planes coming over the Liverpool area. So definitely want to go and subscribe to if you can. That would be great. Yeah, so I'm toying with doing not reviews per se, but taking some of the elements out of my review videos, like the before and afters, and giving people the opportunity of seeing default airports in the simulator before the add-on has been installed. And that was kind of the premise with my review videos, was to show people how good the add-on was, freeware or payware. So I might do that. Carl, yes, you can. So when you're on multiplayer, you can see avatars walking around. Last time I did this, so the third person mode isn't by default. You have to go into, I will show you. You go into the settings, go into advanced, and then experimental, allow third person view mode. If you turn it off, your third person view won't work. But yeah, you can. Hello, Alex, mate. You're back. Thanks for coming back, mate. Got a premiere tomorrow, Sunday, 8 p.m. RAF Cotswold. Cotswold is lovely. Really, really. I've been there twice. Really, really great. And also, I really want to go to Duxford. I'd love to go to Duxford. There's a really good Duxford freeware that's being made compatible with 2024. I will be doing a cinematic on that. It will be something I really want to do because it's a fantastic freeware. It is payware quality freeware. The reason why the author, I think he's called Chico Mick, he doesn't want to charge for it because it's a passion project. He would have charged for it by now because there's been a hell of a lot of people say to him, why don't you make this payware? But yeah, I'll be doing that. How do you enter the second giveaway? I haven't done it yet, mate. Sorry. Have you seen Chase Plane? Yes, Aid. I will be buying that. I will also be buying for. I don't know. I'm trying to say there. I will be buying, not for the first time. That's what I was trying to say. But I will be buying finally the Phoenix or the Fenix or whatever you want to say, the Phoenix A320. I don't want to get the 321 and the 319. I think you've got to have the 320 anyway as the base, but I will be buying that tomorrow, and I'm so excited because even though there's currently fly-by-wire, INI builds, and a Sobo A320 in the sim, so there's 3 A320s. I just want to have that high fidelity A320. I don't, like I said to you before, I only do GA flying, but I really, really would like to start looking at YouTube tutorials on how to fly the Airbus, and that's something I really want to try. I got some birthday money. God, that feels like I'm about 15. And that's one of my purchases. I will be buying other aircraft for some cinematics that I want to film. And as you know, with my cinematics, I try and keep them authentic, as in, if it's an airport cinematic, I've got to make sure that the airlines and the aircraft that are shown there are authentically there in real life. if I'm doing a aircraft cinematic, liveries have got to be authentic. It can't be a fictional one. There can't be a Ryanair livery on an Airbus, even though people have made it, which really, really irks me when I see it. Anyway, got to wait a few weeks down to the airport stream. Yeah, mate. You can, if I get a chance to see you, mate, you can borrow my tripod, because I don't use it, to be honest with you. Or at the same time, if you're gonna go and buy a tripod, mate, come and buy mine for like a fiver or something. If you're gonna spend 20 quid or tenner or whatever, I don't know what you want to spend on a tripod, but I'll sell it to you for buttons. Do you know what I mean, mate? Might be worth it, because mine's still fairly new and I don't use it. Going to Duxford Adventure, yeah, Duxford, need to go there. Sorry, I was talking about Chase Plane. Sorry, mate. Chase Plane, yes. I did a few videos for Parallel 42 back in the day. When I say back in the day, I mean about 2 or 3 years ago. I really, really want Chase Plane, because I believe there's no action replay built into it. I thought there was going to be an action replay mode to it, but there isn't, unfortunately. But I think it's going to be very, very good for the type of videos I do. It's going to be good for everyone's videos, review videos, just to give an extra flair to people's different types of videos. Chico makes a new project underway, Bassingbourne, which is also a great freeware. Bassingbourne, never heard of it actually. I don't know, Rust. Do you know what? Is it an English one? It sounds like an English one, but I don't know about that one. But I hope Chico Mick begins to start doing payware, because he deserves it. Because that Duxford is insane. It really is. Take care, mate. Drop a message. Nah, no worries, mate. Thanks for popping by. Yeah, I can't wait for Chase Plane. Chase Plane is going to be, hopefully, from what we've seen, going to be a very, very substantial upgrade to the cinematic. Well, we've got a basic cinematic cam, haven't we? I've banded my Xbox controls to be able to turn the speed down and the angles and stuff like that. But Chase Plane's going to be great, and I hope we can do the same for that as well. Chico, got away a few weeks now. Mickey, you were like the fan, mate. I've not had. I bought the PMG 737, so the 600, 700, and the 800. I can't, even though they apparently work on 2024. I can't get them to install at all. It gives me an error trying to install them. These Fenix isn't. I think it's experimental, but it is compatible. So I'm just looking forward to having a sort of a high fidelity A320. Plus, I really, really want to do a video on it. I've always wanted to do a video on it, ever since it came out. But as I say, I also want to try and learn some stuff. My hair at the back is terrible. Yeah, and there's going to be some other planes that I really want to get. There's other airports that I want to do cinematics for. The Fly Tampa Humberside, absolutely amazing payware, so detailed, and it came out like, I don't know, over a year ago, was it, or something? And I haven't had a chance to do anything on that, so I need an Embraer. Now, unfortunately, the two Embraers that we've got, one is Flight Sim Studios, which I've heard mixture things about, because it was brought out in an unfinished state, and they had to backtrack and say, "Oh yeah, it is unfinished, but we told you that," and they didn't. Anyway, I don't know what the whole thing about that was, to be honest with you. And then the other one is the sort of really poor virtual coal one. They've just brought out an A220, and what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to get Fishbone installed, guys, because when I was sorting out my community folder, I haven't installed it. What was I saying? Yes, the virtual coal Embraer E190. So like I said before, authenticity is the key for my cinematics. So I want to obviously make sure that if I'm doing Humberside, the only aircraft they have coming in is a Eastern Airways Embraer E190. So I need one. Now, I only need one for the cinematic. I'm not going to fly it, so the virtual call might be the way to go because I'm not getting any close-ups of it. I'm not going to be doing anything mad, although I might need a cockpit shot. So I might have to buy the Flight Sim Studios one, which is a lot more expensive. I also need the BN Islander as well, by, who's it called? Black Box Simulations, and I don't think that's compatible. Apparently it works inside of 2020, but it hasn't got any thrust on it, so it literally powers up about halfway and then doesn't work. So that wouldn't be very useful to me, to be honest with you. Let's have a little look at, where are we? Fishburne. There we go. So obviously I want to look at Burn and Blue Designs, Westray and Papa Westray, obviously the shortest commercial flight in the world, I believe. And it needs an Islander because it's the Logan Air. It's the Logan Air Islander, and I've got to have it. Let's have a little look at the chat, guys. Right, okay. I'll have to have a look at it. Rust, former World War II RAF field, probably housing estate now. Yeah, so there used to be an old US Air Force base in near to Liverpool. That wasn't not Woodvale, Burton Wood. RAF Burton Wood was a US base in the World War, and that's completely gone now. I think you can still see some taxiways, but all that is just massive big factories. Carl, Islander 2 is imminent according to post in a couple of days. An official for nice one, Carl, mate. Really good thingy for news tidbits from you, mate. I really appreciate it. The flights in EJLs haven't a full, but I think you're really nice to fly. The figures for it's a lot more expensive than the virtual call, but with my cinematics I like to have the odd cockpit or the odd interior shot of at least landing or taking off from said airport. And this is not meant to sound horrible, but when I see trailers or cinematics for airports, there's too many that I see that just use aircraft shots, and I'm like, we want to see the airport in question. And I'm not having a dig, guys. I'm just saying that there is a couple of trailers out there that just show the aircraft too much, and I'm like, we want to see what the ground section like. We want to see what the terminal looks like. You know, if you understand what I'm saying, type thing. You know, so the Flight Sim Studios Embraers are probably a better way to go, especially if I want a cockpit view, because the virtual call ones, the cockpit looks absolutely god awful. Okay, right, let's load back into the sim, guys. We're going to have a little look at Fishburne Airfield by oh, I've got an update. This is not good. Has anyone else got a 2024 update? Because obviously I'm using the sim update beta. Interesting, guys. That's quite a, this has only just happened in the last hour or two to 2 hours, because I didn't have an update when I first loaded it. And the issue is, I don't want it to wipe the I don't want it to be a to take the sim update beta away, because I'm, apart from a couple of things, I'm enjoying it. Interesting. Let's have a little look. So I'm glad about the Islander. I don't know if the Flight Sim Studios Embraers work in 2024 though. That's one thing I'll need to check. I haven't checked. Thank God someone else sees this too. Most airport trailers are similar to aircraft. I don't mean to sound terrible, because trailers, cinematics, I know how long they take to film. I was talking to someone the other day, I'm not too sure who it was, I'm sorry, but I was saying that when you're making cinematics or trailers, they're 3 to 4 minutes long, but you actually end up with about 30 to 40 minutes of footage. You do the action ins in the sim that you want. You use the action replay tool if it's anything moving like an aircraft. Then you've got to actually screen record that action, and then you tend to do that over and over again of the same scene. So if I'm panning the camera at a terminal building and doing a nice little sweeping shot, I will take that footage up to 5-6 times, even more sometimes, and when I'm putting it into my video editing, I will have to chop it down however many times I've done it. Exactly, frame. Yeah, exactly. It's time consuming, and sometimes you just don't want to sit there on the computer for that long staring at a screen. It's physically draining. You don't want to come off recording hours in the simulator and then sit on the computer with the editor, your video editor. Right, let's see, because I'm really hoping that hasn't. Okay, so leave preview and save. It still says I'm on the some update 1 beta, so it's now loading as well. I hope I can check. What we might need to do, guys, is fly over Fishburne and attempt the uphill grass runway to check the ground textures and stuff out, because I hope it hasn't taken away the update. If you have not seen Airframe Films, in the comments there, click on that legend and go and check out his Fenix video. It was featured in the latest blog update from Microsoft. Absolutely insane. And even Fenix themselves, Dave from Fenix, or Phoenix, sorry, however way you said it. I don't know if it's Phoenix or Fenix. I think it's Phoenix, as I see Phoenix as in the Order of the Phoenix from Harry Potter, and it's spelled PH, so I say Fenix for some reason. His video, go and check it out. Absolutely insane. Let me or they feature too much interior footage. I mean, like a good interior, but sometimes I do, to be fair, Carl. I'm going to be honest with you, mate. I'm a sucker for interiors, but I understand what you mean. I fully understand that a lot of pilots aren't going to be going inside the interior. With the new walking feature, though, of 2024, I can see that walking mode being used in really interesting ways. The fact that you can walk around the aircraft and press things, why can't you walk up? Why couldn't we in the future be able to walk up to our own personal hangar and press the button, or press and hold and slide the door of the hangar open and then pull your Cessna or your Diamond into the hangar? That will make this whole, getting out of the aircraft feel a bit more immersive, and I hope they've got those kind of features coming. Flight Sim Studio don't work in 2024 yet. Okay, interesting. So I might hold off, because I'm not spending money on that virtual call one just to essentially make a video for Humberside. I will need one though. Appreciate the time you put into cinematics though. The final products, I said no, I appreciate it. If you used to, or you still do from sort of the older days of my channel, 4 years ago, my reviews was how I started, and a lot of people obviously stopped watching the channel because I didn't do reviews anymore, and I completely understand that. If you're going to subscribe to a person who's doing reviews and then they suddenly jump to a different type of video, absolutely agree with absolutely don't have a problem with that. I'm I'm just back in the simulator now. Load times for me personally have always been pretty good compared to 2020. If you've got a community folder of hundreds of gigs, it used to really slow down 2020. You can have quite a nice amount of community items in your community folder, and 2024 still loads up pretty fast, touch wood. It doesn't look like anything. I remember one time I came back in and my graphic settings were messed up, but I think that's because I was messing with the VR settings and changed my normal settings instead. Thanks, mate. Appreciate the kind words. No worries, mate. Really deserved. Really deserved. That Phoenix one is insane. Even Dave from Phoenix, I was going to say, sorry, I cut myself off. Dave from Phoenix, or Phoenix or whatever, actually commented on it. Absolutely loved it. So well deserved, mate. I'm a bit gutted that the Flight Sim Studios embryos don't work, because I don't really want to buy the virtual I don't want to, even though it's cheaper, I don't want to waste money just to have it, just to film one airport video, because I'd never fly it again. But if I got the E-Jets one from Flight Sim Studios, I probably would, to be fair. Right, let's have a little look. I hope this little sim update, in fact guys, if you don't mind, I'm just going to have a little look and see on the forums, because there is a forum section about the sim update. Let's have a little look. General reactions, no improvements. DLSS 4. 1 hour ago there was can't see update. It isn't out yet, only beta. Look for the beta forums. This post is the beta section. Blah 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 blah. Okay, 1 hour ago. Not sure how to get this. Just open Xbox save. Just open. For Microsoft Store, I've just had a 1.2 gigabyte update. Yeah, so did I. Okay, let's have a little look, guys. I'm just trying to see what they've done on this beta. 15 hours ago. No, 4 hours ago that wasn't. Let's have a little look at this. Okay, so it still seems to be on the sim update, which is absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. Right, Fishburne is right here. Let's just go on to see if we can land it, guys, because honest to God, do not expect much from me here, because the runway slope, as you will see, is terrible. Right, guys, to win an NZA Simulations, I hope you're all still here, by the way, to win a NZA Simulations who do New Zealand based sceneries, fantastic quality as well, really nice. If you've got any of them, please comment. They are like Christchurch. If you want my personal recommendation for whoever wins, go for Christchurch. It's very nice, very nice. There we are. Very nice sceneries. To win, you're gonna enter the text into the chat. So everyone who wants to enter, you are entering Christchurch. Again, I do that video. Got them all. Mickey Aussie. I got them. I got all of them. Okay, mate. They're good sceneries. They do region one. So Christchurch is obviously Christchurch. I'm not going to help you with the spelling. Go and look out for Christchurch Airport in New Zealand. Go and search for the correct spelling, or go and look at my video that I did. I did a cinematic on that before I went on my hiatus. You're putting into the chat Christchurch. It can be lowercase, uppercase, whatever. I'm not too arsed. You can already see that slope runway, guys, just here where my mouse is. See that? Go and watch Noel videos in his flying vlogs. He didn't quite, well, he underestimated the slope. Quite an interesting approach as well. Got them all, but okay, well, any case is fine, guys. I'm not gonna mark you down or not enter you just by putting a big C and small other letters. And I give you the first letter there as well, so all good. To enter the giveaway, to win whatever NZA Simulations scenery you want, you're going to be entering Christchurch. I think the landing speed on these Diamond aircraft is about the same as a Cessna, so about 60, 70 knots. That is just me dragging a number out the air there. Now, looking at the scenery and the ground textures, I think it's still okay. It looks like anyway. You can get this weird placebo effect and where I'm like, oh no, it's changed, they've wrecked it. I don't think they have. It still looks pretty nice. If you want to be winning any of the NZA simulations of your choice, so one of the airports they do or one of the region packs that they do, enter Christchurch in the comments as we make our approach into Burn and Blue Design's Fishburn, which is a nice new airfield in County Durham of the simulator, not a nice new one now. Apparently it was voted the best airfield in the UK or the north of the UK, and apparently the Aviator Cafe here does the best bacon sandwiches. Oh, that was nicer than Barnes landing that, guys. What did you think about that? Rate that landing out of 10 and be nice. And usually they just turn off here. So this is the lovely, quaint little Fishburn airfield by Burn and Blue Design. This hangar here, this animates at certain times. I'll show you that in a minute. All these guys waiting out here as well. We also have, if anyone watches, we also have, just standing in front of the fence, just here where my mouse is, that is, I'm going to get his name wrong, that's Steve, that's VR Flight Sim guy, I'm pretty sure, his model. Very smooth, thank you very much. Let's go and have a little walk around, eh? So using the walking mode as well. So Ben and Blue use animated pedestrians or people. You're right, guys. This guy's absolutely massive, by the way. I've saw him before in another scenery. They've started adding kids into their sceneries as well. They've had like some like play areas in some of the airfields, and these guys, these static human models, they actually they will change. They will leave the scenery at certain times. Some of them only appear at different times of the year as well, because I think another YouTuber is also on here, and I can't remember when he appears just by the fence here, but I can't get him to come back. Here is Steve though. Here's the VR Flight Sim guy, just here. In fact, I think it's the same guy, isn't it? But you can see he's wearing the top. Also, I love this as well because obviously this is a really like custom model. So only here at Fishburn as well. Old Walden, there's a kid having a tantrum. Nice. And you can see all the sort of the pilots that land here pay on a card machine like a petrol station as well. But yeah, they're so good. Now, what I would say is I will be speaking to Mike and Adam and just see if they are going to be adding in, because I believe you can walk straight through things. Now, NZA Simulations, they have added in most of their sceneries for 2024, collision markers or collision things for walls and stuff, including steps. So in your walk around mode, you can actually walk up steps. in the NZA. So NZA simulations in the Christchurch airport, you can actually walk up steps and the walls will stop your avatar from walking through, which is quite cool. Like mixed flight sim, next you can get out of the plane and world's ready. I mean, yeah, I've seen mixed things though. Mickey, I've seen people have full-on tantrums about why do we have to get out of airplanes. You don't need to though. That's the thing. You don't need to get out the plane. It starts you off on the ground if you're cold and dark outside the plane. You take your chocks off. I think that's just realistic. Do you know what I mean? Carl, obviously burn and blue, same as the likes of Pyreeg, Devco. I always see another level of quality on each airfield that they do. It's fantastic. It's a bit of a walk. Let's just make a walk. Hey, right. Before we go off a little walk. I will show you just some of the little details, and I'll also do the giveaway winner. You can see here. Look at this. The Right Honourable Tony Blair. Honourable. But it's lovely. Even the brickwork. Fantastic. So, who has won? Rusty. Now, Rusty, don't know your name. And I'm saying mate or gal or dude or dudette. You've won. Don't mind sharing your name, that'd be nice. But yeah, Rusty, NZA simulations of your choice coming your way. Well done. We will do the next one after we've had a little walk around the Fishburne scenery, and that will be for an Orbex. Now, anyone that's joined the Orbex giveaway is a bit more strict. Orbex obviously have a Orbex Central software. They have a lot of developers on there. Right now, I am going to say that your Orbex prize will be an Orbex airport, or an Orbex branded airport of your choice, unless my main man at Orbex says otherwise. He might be very, very pleasant and say they can choose whatever they want, which is great. But right now, it's going to be Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 or 2024 compatible airport for Orbex. Just as you can imagine, I want to keep it to Orbex branded stuff. If my dude at Orbex says they can choose whatever they like, then you're in for a treat. But let's have a little explore the Fishburne. This was something I wasn't really going to do. I wanted to actually do a bit more flying. Burn and Blue have included every static old warplane that I believe is there at Fishburne. I am positive that all these are spot on and even in the same order. We've even also got an Amazon Prime van as well. Hello, John, mate. Nice to meet you, bud. Or virtually meet you. Fan of NZA, I remember, started on... they did freeware stuff, didn't they, on flightsim.to, and then they started doing these they call them the Pro Line series of the airports. Absolutely fantastic. And most of their freeway that they originally made 5 years ago is now 2024 compatible. So look at the sign here. So this wooden sign, we've got please avoid driving on the grass in wet conditions, obviously. We're kind of still in the aerodrome here. We've got everything's branded with the cars. So you got your Mazda. I think they've taken the badges off though. I think no, we got is that a Citroen there? Reynolds. Again, animated people as well. Nice. Got the bin area, Got these guys looking out over here. This little cabin here is where the pilots go after landing. In the Noel Phillips video, you can go and watch. You can actually see he goes into there and puts like the landing fee in a little pot. It's really cute. Like, like the pay for your landing fare and your parking fare. But I love, just look at it. It's got the gates. It's got the community out here watching things, and this airfield gets some really amazing stuff in it sometimes. Old warplanes, the Red Bull planes being seen on the ground. They even did, if you watch my trailer, the reason why there's a hot air balloon, by the way, if anyone wondered why there was a hot air balloon taken off from this spot in my trailer at the very end, it's because last year Virgin Balloon Rides did a hot air balloon ride from this spot in Fishburne. I was just about to buy a new. I might have now go for Fishburne instead. I'm glad I can do a little bit of a promo for the guys, because Fishburne's lovely. And obviously, let me just show you guys. So obviously right now, oh, it always does this. It's me mouse. Sorry guys. So let me put it back into the summer. And obviously, if you start moving the time of day, look, this guy from the back of the car, these two guys, then there's one, and then he goes. So after the airfield is closed, there's no night operations at the airport, as you can imagine. Everyone's gone. Lovely by here as well. The kegs for the beer and the biffer. Even the bins have got the biffer logo on. Insane. And this is the thing as well, obviously, I take a good, maybe even a day just to look around anything that I'm doing cinematics for. And have a little look, but that's something I didn't notice. Obviously, you've got this barrier here. Last person out, please put the barrier down. And then all the rows of the hangars. I will go into drone camera, by the way, just for moving about sake. So you can see, look at this, all the rows of the hangars, and then you can get a little look at how uphill the actual runway is. Obviously, taking off on that would be fantastic. You can see the rows of the different hangars, and obviously the planes that are here. You know, GRTE, and then just as promised, I can show you the hangar that was open is now closed. And there it goes, it opens. And I'd really love, like I said before, the walking mode to be, you know, fleshed out, and Microsoft and Asobo to start getting creative with things, and let developers do things like not just take the chocks or the pitot covers and stuff like that off the planes. I'd love to see them be able to go and interact with things in the world as well, relevant to airports. So if it was a case of opening these doors, you could implement your avatar clicking and holding a button to slide them open. The list's endless, potentially, what you could do with things. You could get very creative. You know, we also have boats in the simulator now. We did have in 2020 boats, cars and stuff like that, and I am guilty. I did buy the Marine RM or RS speedboat, and the yacht, and it's really nice. And obviously we do have seasons now in Flight Sim 2024, so no need to buy add-on packs. So if we go, you'll see the trees starting to lose the leaves. Obviously the earlier night starting to kick in, and as we go back into spring and summer, the leaves go back on, which is fantastic. Got the house here as well. Let me take this off as well. Lovely little RV van here. Caravans, again, more branded cars. And then when we start getting down here, you'll see that we've got another set of houses, all authentic to Fishbone. It's all very impressive, but I'm impressed about the fact that you can come out of here, all the gates have been put in. You've got a custom pathway down there. And for anyone who's coming into the aerodrome by car, you make your way down this lovely field. Look at this. If anyone's seen, anyone subscribed to the American YouTuber called Jeff Favignano, I really love him. He does loads of simulator stuff, to be honest with you, not just Flight Simulator. He's just done an Area 51 video where he's driving the truck that you can buy for the simulator, and it drives like crap, but it looked so cool. The opening shot of him sort of behind the car looked a bit like like Forza or something like that, like a really real, like a really nice looking car simulator. And I know it's Flight Simulator, guys, but it's quickly becoming more of like Earth Simulator, Train Simulator. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. In a couple of years' time, we won't just have Flight Simulator, will we? You can do everything. Ship, train, car, everything. And like I said, we're all the way back out onto the main road now. And you've got a car at the entrance here. And you've got a camera here. Lovely signpost. Again, very authentic gate. And then you've got the sign, and in true fashion, it's just, I mean, what can you say? Looks lovely. Looks lovely. So yeah. I want to thank everyone who's come into the stream today, by the way, because it is a special day for me. It is my birthday. I'm back on YouTube doing what I love, and I'm really enjoying it, which is a good feeling to say. I've got a video currently on YouTube right now. That is not even being released yet. It's on there, it's uploaded, it's ready for me to click the button. New cinematic. It's not a particular plane, aircraft, or an airport. It's something. There's two videos that I've been wanting to do in my head, even when 2020 was out, but even more so now with sort of how the sceneries look and stuff like that. So there will be kind of, it's not a two-part. The first one is, I've already teased it in Discord. The first one, well, you guys can watch it. I'll release it over the weekend. The second one will be a similar name, so it'll go by the same title and the same idea, but again, another cinematic. And guys, I've got things to make for. I'm doing a cinematic for the Cows DA40. I'm doing a cinematic for the H160, which obviously is the high performance helicopter, which I missed out on last year. There's already loads of videos out on that, but I really want to do a cinematic on that because I did one for the H145. I really enjoyed that. There's a lot I'm making videos for, and it feels like I've hardly got any time, especially with obviously the baby now, and obviously that was something else that happened between the time of not doing YouTube videos. We had a baby, and she's already 1, and she's going to be 2 in October, so that's just how things go. It's but yeah, let's have a little look, guys. Let's go back to the main menu. I like the main menu now. It looks just a bit more professional, more tidy, and I like this GTA style map intro that you zoom down into, by the way. But yeah, I've got more cinematics to come. If you're on my Discord, you would have seen me teasing about another cinematic as well. All I'm saying is I'm teasing about a cinematic that I'll be doing, and that's it. I'm doing loads of cinematics, but there's one that I'm very excited for. Time flies. It really does, mate. It really does. My little girl's going to be 2 before we get GTA 6. unless the new leak's true and it does come out on the 17th of September, which I very much doubt. I personally, let's not try and get into that, but I'm a big GTA fan, and I've been going to all their releases and getting their games for the last 20 odd years, either on release day or release night. GTA 6 is no exception, but anyone who still thinks that game is coming out this year is going to be sorely disappointed, unless they're doing a Spider-Man, a PlayStation Spider-Man games type of marketing where they show one trailer and then just release the game out of nowhere. Not out of nowhere, but you know how they marketed that game anyway. It's more likely that my daughter will be 2 before I play that game, or we'll have Stranger Things 5 before we have that game. So, the last place I want to head, you should do community, like a community flight. Is that what you mean, Alex? I feel thick when, I actually feel old when someone abbreviates things. But a community flight, yes, I actually want to do that. I've joined a couple of Two-Tone Murphy's community flights, and they're so much fun. So much fun. I'd like to do them. Even a community flight live stream. I'd be well into that. Absolutely, mate. But yeah, I'll leave it with me. GTA 7 will come out before GTA 6. Pretty much. GTA Online 6 will be out before GTA. Nah, just I can't with it. Like cool people flying, yeah. Yeah. No, I'll be doing a live stream with more than likely Discord live voice chat on it. I'll have to try and sort that out. So if you are in the chat right now listening, if you are interested in doing that, obviously there is instances of time differences for the people not in the UK, but yeah, I'm well into the idea of community flights live stream. Because I never really did multiplayer on Flight Sim 2020 at all. I've only did it once, and it's been on here, and it was fun. Going through Vietnam dead low level in some little GA planes with a Toon-Tone Murphy, if you know who that is, our Irish flight simmer. Really good guy, really fun. So the last place I want to fly is just somewhere that's nearest and dearest to me. We started going here. Not here. Have not been there. Been there. And been to Brno as well. But yeah, nearest and dearest. Started going in 2015 and can't get enough of the place. It's Prague in Czech Republic. So I would like to do some flying around here for the last part of the stream and give away the Orbex prizes, and there is a Orbex version of Prague Airport as well, which is nice, but I prefer Tailstrike Designs version, just a tiny bit more detailed. Last giveaways tonight, mate. I was only going to give them live on social media if no one joined the chat, but there's been a good amount of people who have come into the chat and spoke with me today. So yeah, I'm gonna fly around Prague. And give away the Orbex prize, which again is a Orbex airport of your choice. If I do hear something different, like I keep on saying, if I do have the okay from my Orbex guy and he says you can pick anything from the Orbex shop, then even better. But yes, there is an Orbex version of Prague. It's nice, but there's also Tailstrike Designs, which is not officially compatible with it, I don't think, but it works. I don't see any issues with it. Both of them are really nice, to be fair. But yeah, started going to Prague in 2015, been there a hell of a lot more since. It's been a long time since we've been back just because of the baby, and we hope to go very soon, hopefully. But yes, Prague has photogrammetry. And I haven't been here since I've seen the updated one, so it's going to be very interesting. We're going to start from the two airports. Now, this gets sometimes government and military flights in this airport. Kebli. Do you know what? We always talk about how bad it is that we don't know any of the Czech language. We know a bit of Czech, but not enough to have fluent conversations. There's two airfields. There's an airport here, and then there's one here. And there's also, when you go, there's a free. This all might be photogrammetry actually, but there's a free air museum, and you can just walk in, and you can go around it, and it's lovely. There's loads of aircraft in there. Why can't I seem to find it? Where's it gone? There's the water tower thing that was there. Is it over here? Interesting. There is a aircraft museum around here, and they're all outside, and there's some inside hangars, and they're really, really cool. It could actually be here, but none of the aircraft are showing. Oh, you can see them. Look. There's all the helicopters. There's actually a Russian Hind or a Ukrainian Hind. You can actually see them slightly, but they don't look like they're photogrammetry. These look auto-generated, to be honest with you. But yeah, guys, stick with it, because we're going to fly around Prague for a bit, not too long, because I'm absolutely boiling, and I want a bit of a rest, and I want to start getting on with more videos for you guys. God, I'm so excited for some of these videos, guys. I'm excited for all of them, but honest to God, there's some... You guys won't be disappointed. And like I said, I did used to do reviews for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, usually about 30 to 40 minutes long. I'd show the default airport. I'd then go and load into the payware scenery, or the scene, you know, the payware airport or freeware airport. And then at the end, I'd do a montage, and I'd try and... You can go back and watch them, guys. There's some... there's quite a lot of the reviews, but I'd show the split screen of the old airport and the new airport, and you can see just how much the developers change the airport. You are teasing us, mate. You better believe I'm teasing you. You better believe it. Right, what we'll do is we'll start off from here. I don't want to taxi out and all that business today. I just want you to get up in the air. We'll stick with the... shall we? Let's have a little look. I believe I've put the Just Flight aircraft back in, haven't I? Yeah. Let's go in the nice. Let's go in the little Tomahawk. So these aren't officially compatible. The Vulcan bomber and the what have they just the Hawk have just been made compatible, but they still work. It doesn't work out the box. You can't just copy it from your old community folder to the 2024 folder, but they work. But you have to jump through hoops to get it work, because the tablet inside each of the aircrafts will say unauthorized or unconfirmed or something, like, you know, like it believes you haven't bought it, so it won't work. It locks all the control systems up. You can actually copy folders from that authenticity type folder file thing into the 2024 thing. If you guys want to know how to do that, let me know, and I'll tell you via Discord or something. I won't do it all now, there's no point. But we'll do the PE38. We'll keep to the nice weather as well. And before we head up, I'll just want to see what that museum looks like. Yeah, Mickey, I am teasing you, mate. Do you know what? I'm doing it to myself, because honest to God, I am just... Yeah, I'm excited. So what it looks like, these are auto-generated at this level, so they're auto-gen. So Prague has got photogrammetry. Well, you can see that load took a tiny bit to load in. It usually never does that for me. It's quite instant. But obviously this distance away from the city centre is not photogrammetry, or is it actually? It is. Interesting. So they are photogrammetry houses. You can see, if anyone's wondering now, the photogrammetry from ground level is still not amazing. Even there, it might still, to be honest with you, I'm pretty sure saying it's all of the world that has been improved, or that little update that they've pushed has wrecked it, no doubt. The ground textures still look okay, better than they were, but yeah, the old aircraft museum should be here, but you can't see anything. You can see one there, and all the helicopters in the ground texture as well. But yeah, it's completely free, it's lovely, and then you can see Prague off into the distance there, lovely. Let's go back into the PA-38. And let's go and have a little flyover, and we'll do the Orbex giveaway, and then we will call it a day, because I have been streaming for nearly 3 hours. Insane. I didn't expect to be going this long. So if you are still in the chat, guys, I absolutely appreciate it. I really do. One more giveaway. Where are we? Are we ready to lift off? Yes, look at that. There's a pretty low down view in these just light aircraft as well. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, massive thank you for all the birthday wishes. Thank you for everyone that's come in. Big congratulations to all our winners. And just thank you for coming and spending some time with me. I don't live stream a lot. The plan was to be very sort of irregular with them, because I just a lot of popping in for the textures. Oh no, it's not, it's the propellers. Ignore me. Yeah, I didn't expect to be live streaming a lot. I did my first one in 2020 and really enjoyed it, and I thought, you know what, I might as well carry on doing them. There's guys who live stream from the flight simulators so regularly, and they've got a timetable, like Two-Tone Murphy, guys, absolutely amazing live streamer, fantastic. I just would rather get some videos out. I was saying before, my hair, Jesus Christ. I was saying before that I'd like to revisit reviews in some way. Now, I haven't recorded my voice, although I am live streaming now with my voice. I haven't recorded my voice for review for a very long time, so I think I will try and combine my love for cinematics and that kind of style of video with kind of the before and after things. Now I think I did try that on some of those back in the day, and it wasn't like my reviews. People prefer to watch the long 30 to 40 minute video and get a really sense of what they're looking to buy or interest in the product. And I agree, I fully understand, but I wouldn't mind exploring some of the before and after things, a before and after cinematic montage. I like the idea of someone being able to look at a video and say, for example, there's a new Liverpool airport coming out and they want to see what the default Liverpool airport looks like, and then see what this new payware or freeware looks like, and they want a shorter video, so they don't want to spend 30 to 40 minutes watching some guy chat on about things, and they just want to be seeing the big differences, you know. So it might work. I'll have a little look at that and see how it works. Right, guys, so Prague, just below us, out my window here, coming into view. That is Sparta Prague, their ground. And just next to it is one of our favourite cafes called The Alchemist, their cheesecake. The Charles Bridge, very, very old bridge. You can see just here, Prague Castle, up on the hill. Prague is kind of like in this really shallow valley, so up here is a hill, up here is a hill, and if you walk up there or travel up there, you will be looking down on the city, and the views are amazing. You can go across this bridge and sit on here. There's like a tiny, not a beach, but sand, and you can just sit there. Lovely city. You've got sort of the old town, and then when you start getting over here, you've got more modern buildings. The photogrammetry doesn't look as nice though, I would say, compared to like Liverpool, for example. It doesn't look as detailed. Old Town Square there. The main train station in Prague there. The TV tower, which is we'll try and get a low pass on that. Don't get my hopes up, Ryan. We battered Sparta last week. It was a great match. Great fans. Yeah, they go mad for the footy in Prague, because there's also Slava Prague's ground is it this one? Because we stayed in the hotel that was built into it. Yeah, that is Slava Prague ground. Yeah, there. Looks a bit more modern, that one. There's the TV tower there. I don't know if you're going to be able to see them, but on this TV tower there's these babies, like big, like the babies crawling up it. I don't think you're going to be able to see them now. You can, look. Can you see them? Like these like baby statues, and they're crawling on the tower. Yeah, you've heard it right. There's also this plateau, that thing there's a horse statue, massive. It's not very good, not very well rendered. I wonder what derby days are like down there. Probably mental. We were in the middle of a massive game when we went to Warsaw one time, and yeah, it was very, very, yeah, full on. So you get a better look at Prague here. There's the main train station there. This is, I guess, Sparta Prague ground is there. And then this is quite the old part of the city here. Really, really lovely. I can't wait to get back there. Really can't. It's so nice, man. Old Town Square, kind of the main touristy area. This just gets absolutely flooded with people. It's insane. Quiet now, though. No one there. You can see that but looking at this now, this photogrammetry is not as nice, and I just hope that the update hasn't wrecked the photogrammetry. They might have taken it out for some reason. I don't know, maybe it was crashing people's games. I don't know, maybe they had too many reports. I might go back to Liverpool and check and see if I can see the differences. I can just see a lot of loading in, that's all. Bit more dense though than Liverpool. The buildings are quite close together. There's the museum. And then this is massive flyover. It's like a river and a train track underneath there. Really, really mad. Nice hotel over there called Green Garden Hotel. Lovely hotel. Buildings are quite close together and dense, densely populated in Liverpool, but the streets and stuff are more narrow and closely packed together. Geek make an enemy. Are they dense in Liverpool? Just yeah, I mean, if you meet some of the people in Liverpool, yeah, definitely. Definitely. I like making puns. Mate, we've got a sense of humour. I have. Let's see, I think that's an outdoor bats down there. Yeah, I think it is. We have been this far outside the city because there's a lot of lovely parks like this one here. This thing here is a horse field. It's full of horses. The ground texture still looks spot on, actually. So I don't think anything's changed. Right, guys, I'm pretty sure there's an airfield over here, just over to the left, back over the river. Voltaire, not Voltaire. That's the airline, isn't it? Right, guys, don't go anywhere. If anyone's still in the chat, please stick in the chat because I will be giving the Orbex prize out because we are heading into 11 o'clock and it's past my bedtime. If you head on the train, very cheap train, out of Prague, it takes you all the way along here and over to the southwest. No, yeah, the southwest. Out of the city, there's a old castle called Karlstein Castle, and it's lovely. And I think it's actually 3D modelled in here as well. There is an airfield over here somewhere. I might have gone past it though. That's the thing. Oh no, I don't think I have. So for the next one, guys, I want the same thing. I want you to all put the same word, but let's try and keep it all to that particular word and don't sort of enter anything else. I want to try and be a bit more random, if you like. I think that is the airfield. Looks like, doesn't it? Yeah, it is. It is. Let's land. Yeah, them ground texture is still spot on, to be fair. You can tell instantly if they've been downgraded or they look like they were before, because they were absolutely terrible. There's a lot of... It looks like a lot of separation in the ground textures here, actually. A lot of black lines. Not nice. Not nice at all. Right, guys, I am going to land the Piper Tomahawk down into this airfield. Turn the engines off. Talk to you a bit more, and then give this away, and then I'm gonna get off. Thank you for everyone's coming in again. I really appreciate it. I actually really am so made up that there's been this much interaction and just love, just the thank you. I couldn't really ask for much more on that front. It's been really nice. Made up. Please make sure that you stay tuned for another cinematic coming out over the weekend. It's already uploaded to YouTube, so it's all ready for you guys to watch. About 4 minutes long again. It's not a particular airport or a particular aircraft. It is something I've been wanting to do for a while. Just to really show off the detail in the simulators. And then the next one will be a similar video. It's going to be named quite similar. It's going to have the same kind of sort of title, if that makes sense. and I'm currently recording that. That's not even in the editing phase. That I've started recording bits for that. There's also going to be a cinematic for the Diamond D840 that we were in before. For the H160 helicopter from High Performance, I really should have got that out a lot sooner, but there's other things. There's going to be more airports. There's some airports that are releasing soon that I've been told about, and they will definitely be getting a cinematic. Carl, mate, thank you so much. I will do. I'm going to finish my cider off and might have some cake, because I haven't had any cake yet. This is going to be a bumpy one. This is a terrible landing, this. Oh no, not too bad. Not too bad. No, this looks like it's been... This has been handcrafted, this airport. Except for those really bad photogrammetry trees there. This is an actual third party. Look, that... No, it's not a third party, but it's a handcrafted airport. Interesting. The hill and the sort of the photogrammetry ground section is terrible around here, though. Oof. Sort that out, Asobo. Have a beer on me, Brian, mate. I will do, mate. Don't you worry about it. I've still got some cider left. Let's have a little look. There we go. Nice. Love it. Love to see it. Oh. And there is the lovely Just Flight Piper. I had to get this. I bought this as soon as I found out that you can make it work in 2024. If anyone's interested, if anyone's got 2024 and have got Just Flight aircraft and are a bit unsure how to get it to work inside of it, it's not as simple as getting the community folder, getting your Just Flight folder and moving it over to the community folder, the 2024 one. You have to get another Just Flight folder out of another folder that basically tells the sim that you've bought it and it's a legit copy. Not many other developers do that. It's all baked into one. But it's been working fine. I don't think you can touch anything though. Open anything like you can. No. So when they bring out their compatibility thing, you should be able to press on things and shut them and stuff. This has got a walk around feature that they introduced in 2020 though, where you can walk around it anyway. But yeah, this is a handcrafted airport. I didn't know that, but the photogrammetry is terrible around here. Look at it. Right, guys, here we go. Everyone's still in the chat. Get your keyboards ready. Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look, eh? I'm gonna be a little pain in the bum, guys. So we're in Prague now, as you know, if you're still watching. What is the river called that we saw before running through Prague with the bridges? Obviously, if you know it, fantastic. If you don't, go and search. What is the Prague river, or the river running through Prague, called? Correct spellings, please, guys. Put it in the chat. And this is for your Orbex prize. Again, I want to stipulate that this is to win an Orbex airport. That's how it currently stands. If Orbex give me the okay to pick one of their aircraft or anyone else's product, then fantastic, great. But right now it's for an Orbex airport. What is the river called that runs through Prague? I'm not telling you the answer this time. Tell you what, if I stream more, I'm gonna have to get like a backdrop, aren't I? I'm gonna have to get a green screen, I think. Well done, Alex. You've got the first answer. Voltava. I was saying Volatil, like the airline. I'm not even drunk either. Who has been interacting with me? Who's been nice? Not you guys, you've been all interacting. My Facebook page, my personal one, is just me with a big grin on my cheeks in the cockpit of a Ryanair 737. First time I was invited into a cockpit. It's nice. Everyone's getting in their answers. Obviously, you can go off and search. That's not a problem. I don't expect you guys to know that. While you guys finish off answering, you can have a look at my first Gemini Jets model that I got from the Aviation Society Fair. The Air France A220-300. Lovely. Lovely detail in that. I've got some others, but that's me little baby. That's nice, that. I've also got a little Herpa Jets Czech Airlines and a British Airways A350-1000 as well. Sound, mate, if you already knew it, that's sound. Again, massive thank you to everyone who come in and watched and stayed and just chilled out with me. Done some flying around, and I don't know when the next live stream is. I really only want to do live streams if I've got something to live stream about. Obviously, giveaway was a good enough reason for it and doing some flying. But unless there's a really good reason, and there will be another live stream at the end of February. I'm saying too much. Oh God. Bastards. I wasn't putting two things up to you. It's going to be a late one, Brian. I know I did already late. It's past my bedtime now. To be honest with you, mate, in the last couple of months, I've been on this computer till 4 in the morning. Not healthy. Right, guys, it is only fair that I give this prize out now, and I give it to the first person. It wasn't a stipulation, the first one to answer. I just wanted to pick up prize, but the fact that Alex knew it, and the fact that he was in there first, it only fair that Alex wins that prize. So, Alex, you've won it, mate. Now, again, stipulating, because I want to make sure that people know, and I've said it enough, that it's an Orbex airport unless stated otherwise. So get in contact with me and we will sort these prizes, guys. Okay. We had Aid win the Burning Blue designs. We had Rust E. We had John winning the NZA simulations, and we had Alex winning the Orbex airport, guys. And obviously massive thank you to Burning Blue, NZA simulations and Orbex for providing those prizes. Really appreciate it. Hoping to do more giveaways in the future, but yeah, I've enjoyed it, and ending the stream on an airfield in Prague was nice. Sound, Alex, that's all good, mate. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. I'm going now because I am absolutely knackered, and this computer is heating this room up like a radiator. There's no point in having central heating on. Enjoy it, mate. Saturday morning. Nice. Go, yeah, because it's already Saturday morning for you guys, isn't it? Way ahead. What's it like in the future? No worries, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Literally, guys, if you aren't subscribed and obviously to the channel and stuff like that, make sure you are. If you're watching the stream back, there will be more giveaways in the future, I'm sure of it. And there will be more from my channel. Don't you worry about it, including this weekend. And there's something exciting, guys. Something exciting coming. Right, guys, I'm off. Thank you so much for coming. I will see you again very, very soon.